Sonny, he's gone immediately. Snacks at the car. You can hide behind this car more effectively in that you're not seen, but it doesn't have that little flame that you could basically used to deter vision. He can control his peak, though, and he'll go back up. Good flashes from teammates. Takes down a Duran to start it off, but tagged. Heavily tagged. Mir's on 7. He's finally dropped. And Sonny's swinging will find Mo. They're completely pinched. It's Doja left against 5. He's good, but how good?
He'll have to be extremely good here if he's to have any sort of chance. I'm not sure if this is possible. Maybe he can get a bomb down here. We'll see. He's going to have Robs to deal with first. That's towards the lower B area. Dinks him. That will send him packing. Doesn't want to be part of that duel anymore. Down to 16 HP. Dosi with 1 kill. And like we said, Gambit trying out that long spawn at the very start. Didn't really work out for them at all. It was a nice shot from Sonny to kick things off. He found a player holding towards the top and middle. That was Hobbit. Once he went down, that really forced their hand towards long. And Snacks waiting. He gets 2 kills. Not the cleanest of kills, but they all count. And Sonny, he was quite crispy this round. Very good stuff from him. 4 players survived for Mousesports. I'd say they're certainly the favourites going into this one. We know they can play with stand-ins, I should say. Who sometimes stand out? We saw nothing over in Brazil. Get them to the grand final.
That was insane. Yeah, that's right. That was an incredible storyline to follow. Nothing now playing in Brazil in CSGO has made 2 straight finals.
Yep. That is amazing. It's so cool. That was a really interesting tournament. But Mousesports here with Snacks, just straight from Virtus Pro, not aware, brought in to replace Sticko, and hoping he can maybe rekindle his career as he's suddenly started to plummet towards the end of his tenure with the Polish squad. I'm not sure what his role will be, especially. I'm sure it's be more rifling. Anchoring side says Chris J gets to find a few kills there with the MP7. He's been a specialist at that particular weapon. Sonny gets nothing. He might get a plant out of this. Yeah, oh, that grenade miss as well. Certainly getting a plant now. This could be a little bit problematic here. So bomb will be planted, but round's clean overall. Just Sonny that gets dropped. He certainly was going to get 1 kill there, but the Glocks overwhelmed him. A few dinks made things a bit uncomfortable there. So bomb's planted. And for now, that does mean they can buy up this round. That was pretty much a full eco there. So 2-0, but the AK's come out now. Dosia could even afford an orb. I don't think he will. Indeed, he won't. So there we go. It's going to be AKs across the board here for Gambit after a cheeky little plant comes through. They actually have the advantage here. You can see the buy for Mousesports with the MP7, the Scout on Oscar. But they have got 3 M4s as well, and the majority of their utility.
Oscar just going to hold with the Scout nade to top middle. Scout in this range needs a headshot for a kill. Couldn't quite capitalize. Mo gets tagged, I believe, by the first player in his cross. That was Chris J with the MP7 at that range. Only got taken down to 66. Guess we'll back off. Don't see too many players trying to push out behind the Xbox to see lower tons far too often. Sonny's head shows, nearly gets removed by Mir's AK-47. Mir, by the way, as it was announced, has completed his trial with Gambit and is now a full-time member of the roster. Good push through from Chris. He's got an AK picked up, gets Doji as well. He'll back off. They got Sonny on catwalk. But it gave Chris the time he needed to not only get the gun a second kill and get away, it leaves them now a man up.
Well, this is what Snacks does best. Aggressive pushes by himself, single excursions towards tight choke points in the map, and this is no different. Going towards lower B now, great shot by him. Finds Mir, and at that point, 4 versus 2, 40 seconds remaining. This was a difficult round for Mousesports as well. Remember that bomb going down in the previous round really did hamstring them, considering they had to scout the MP7 coming through, but they recover nicely. 30 seconds here. Don't need to be part of that duel, Oscar. Just hold them towards those mid doors as the smoke gets on Xbox there. It's going to be up to Mo now to try and make this round a possibility. He's got the bomb on his back as Hobbit watches for players rotating from the B tunnels.
Snacks starting to hold toward the B ramp. Oh, that's able to take out Oscar. Good find. That'll get them closer, but look at the HP. This should be straightforward for Snacks. 2 further kills. 3 in total in the round. And for the first time in my casting career in CSGO, he's on another team, and he's starting off well with them. 5 kills total, 3-0 for Mousesports.
Yeah, he was in Virtus Pro for the longest time. Was it over 4 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they were the longest active roster.
Yeah, it's insane. It's nuts to see him on another squad. And well, there it is. Oscar's going to bring out the auto shotgun for the first time. Sometimes a controversial weapon for him. We'll see whether he can get the job done here, though. He's certainly the main AWP at this score, but likes the auto shotgun from time to time. It means he can farm $900 per kill. He'll be in lower B for now, waiting for anyone to come towards that position. Can be a little bit problematic. Now he knows middle's controlled. He can just watch towards lower B. Spots one. We've got Glocks, no armor, and he gets one. It looked like the double kill with one shell, but not going to be happening this time. Dosia to be dropped as well, as Mousesports continue to run absolute rampant on Dust 2 here. It's going to be the auto shotgun staying in the hands of Oscar here. So maybe they keep that out. I would say get the AWP out as quickly as possible. But either way, round 5, this is probably where Gambit get back into it, I would say.
Absolutely right that it was only 1 kill. It did look like 2. That's why I got a bit excited. Have we ever seen a shotgun double?
I'm sure we have the Max 7. Just a note there, you're using the double HE grenades to cross, not the smoke. So if you use the smoke towards mid-doors, it's definitely safer, but obviously the smoke more beneficial in the mid-rounds. So HE grenades deployed, it does provide a bit of a veil, not fully covered though, so you're still vulnerable.
Yeah, you don't really need 2, but it does add a bit to it. Usually things will just throw 1. Good find from Oscar again on that auto shotgun. Doji goes down inside of the smoke.
Now he's got an AK as well, that grenade thrown in afterwards actually flings the AK towards him. So early advantage, courtesy of the auto shotgun. So there we go. Round 5, difficult start now as Dosia was dropped, and now Sunny holding a defensive angle, watching for players crossing over from short.
Mo looking patiently for the AWP shot toward the site. Can't spot the positioning on the ramp, and therefore will have to continue to bypass. Smokes, flashes, Sunny, undeterred, will go back up, finds an easy kill onto a Dren. No damage detected or dealt his direction. He's able to take out Mir and Mo as they posted with the AWP and tripped over each other. Hobbit gets one in return, but he's pincered. Oh, I was gonna say, but nearly gets a chance to isolate as Snacks takes him down eventually. It's 5-0 for Mousesports.
Yeah, Gambit in a lot of trouble. If Sunny's playing like that, providing those sort of sequences, this could be a rough game for them. When he's playing at his top level, he is an absolute beast, as he demonstrates. There's M4, 4 shots there, with a couple of them hitting towards the head. The AWP shot from Mo misses and allows him to get all 3. And it's another eco now for Gambit, even with the maximum loss bonus found.
Keep in mind as well, if you want to talk about Ents and Alu being their star player, Sunny used the last version of Ents that Alu was on before he left again and went back to FaZe for a while. As a springboard, he's now their top export, if you want to argue that, because he sits on a fantastic roster at Mousesports. Brief time in Penta after that Ents experiment round 1.
And went to the major.
And went to the major with Penta, that's right. I mean, he's had an extremely positive upward trajectory in his career. Good shot from Oscar to find Mir.
Yeah. Believe it or not, he used to represent one of my teams.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's how it was back in 2014. But now, that's a different story altogether, because this one's just heating up. 3 kills found. And it will be 6-0 for Mousesports there. A little bit closer than it had to be, but the money is looking very promising. Chris J hovering around $14,000. So they're absolutely fine in that department. No double AWP set up just yet. Chris J stays on the AK. Some nice shots here from Adren. Absolutely so with that Desert Eagle. No bomb planted, but keeps Mousesports on some sort of leash. As the AWP for Mo comes out once again. I don't think he's posted much at all. 1 for 6 for him. Mia, the new star player from Vegas Squadron on 0 for 6. As no shots connect towards middle there.
So out toward long, they'll get a bit of control, not contested by Mousesports. Not playing your standard long car CT, they're actually going to post towards short. With Snacks, that's unsurprising. Double smoke. Interesting. This is going to give Snacks a lot of room now. Did he hear them? Oh, that nade bounced straight off him. They didn't catch it. They didn't detect it. He's able to catch out Miram with the smoke still down. They won't push through. I'm so surprised he wants more. He might get it, but he's blinded himself, and now he finds them. Snacks is back, baby. Aggressive as always. Hobbit's gotten behind him. They may not be aware of it, but he's the only one left in a 1 versus 5. He should get a free kill onto Sunny. Beyond that, it's going to be a challenge. In fact, doesn't even go that far. And Snacks gets 4 kills in the round.
That's kind of insane by him. He'd already found 1. That was a 5 versus 3. Didn't have to do any more at that point, but he's like, you know what? I'm feeling it now. And he might be back. That was fantastic. Flashes through, flashes himself, but they were completely wrecked by it as well. He finds a 7-0. That might be now Like Gambit have to change things up. They're going to go for more fast-paced play. Go and use that long spawn again. We'll see. They are going to buy up with 1 AK here, or it's a full buy. I was about to say they're doing a tactical purchase, but it looks like they are going to fully invest. Here's the Snacks flashbang, right-click through. Does flash him, but that's fine. Look how destroyed these guys are. As they're trying to run away with the knives out, Adren doesn't know what's going on. Gets the final kill as well. Hobby gets nothing done. And there's still $14,000 for Chris J as his teammates start to catch up as well. 9K for Snacks and Robs. And then just a bit below Oscar on 7,000, Sunny with 5K. Oh, this is not looking too good for Gambit. Dust 2, like I said, a map I'm not used to seeing them play, I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever cast them play this particular one. But Mousesports, I've seen plenty of evidence to suggest why they should be playing this. He actually connects that shot. Oscar hits Mir in the leg, down to 38. All the way in T-spawn, he's just crossing back over.
Sunny all the way up toward Suicide with the smoke down. Does Doja consider this or not? Because it may be suggestive, the fact that that smoke's there, that he was up to something and wanted to go somewhere. Doesn't bother to look for it. In fact, he's going to push all the way out to long instead. Sunny's still sitting there, may have missed his window. Given that they're all the way on to long. Good hold from Snacks, therefore. Gets taken down immediately after by Mirror. And good find from Mo to trade off of Rops, because that would have been a double. That would have left them in a ton of trouble. Bomb does not get planted yet, but Mirror goes back for it with a smoke at CT. He'll have the time to do so. Now Sunny will start to move in, but it's no sooner that he does that Mo's already in position. Now the armor aim punch, a massive factor, but still Sunny gets away with it, despite being tagged early.
Oof, well, they do have an entry to this round, though. They know what Hobbit is, but Sunny didn't need to challenge that at all. He's Chris J in the 1 versus 1. Luckily for Chris, he does have the bomb in his possession. He's going to play the long con here. I think Hobbit's heard him run towards long, so he knows he's got access now towards the side. Chris J plan, it might look quite pretty, but I think Hobbit's got his number here. He'll probably, oh, maybe not. He's smoking towards shore. He's not long, sorry. He's not necessarily anticipating this long con. But now he certainly is. Hobbit with the advantage here and will hit the shot. Christian making a little bit too much noise there as he transitioned towards the long doors. I feel like Sunny overcommitted to the kill as well. Just play, get the information. You're 17 HP. One bullet's going to take you down. He's having a cracker of a game, I'll give him that. But that overcommitment finds Gambit their first round on the board. 2 versus 1 for Hobbit.
Second game in a row, we've seen 7-1.
Indeed, that is true. And the double orb set up for the first time. This is where things could really spice up for Mousesports. The fact that only one player survived there for Gambit. They got a Galil on Mo. You can see Dose here and Mir with no grenades whatsoever. Lose this round, the double eco. That could take them to places they don't want to go. 9-1 in a best of 1. As they look to set up towards a B split. From what I can see right now, Adren showing a bit of presence towards long by himself. That's definitely what we'd call a lurk sort of play. As Sunny and Oscar have full control of middle. There's 4 players in the B tunnel setting themselves up for a contact play by the looks of things.
Double eco is correct so long as a bomb plant not a factor. Mir having already got inside of the B site means that the bomb plant is assured. Now the round on top of that still up for debate. Hobbit goes well and truly back toward T-spawn, holds the upper tunnels as a result of this, and though he wants to check to make sure no one's rotating in that direction, he gets his back to the wall, which means he can cover the cross. That's smoked. Sunny, therefore, going aggressive, has Doja to find on entry. Molotov, or rather incendiary, thrown deep behind the boxes. Doja's going to step out now, missing the shots, and Snacks to Mir. It's Hobbit that's got to swing back through. He's done so, but Sunny's already bypassed it, and now he holds the entrance as the defuse begins. And Hobbit, can he find 2 straight clutches? It's not to be. Sunny making it 8-1, and the reset hitting hard.
Right, really nice awareness there from Mousesports. I think that one smoke towards the T-spawn side of B tunnels, that was absolutely everything. The player waiting on the other side, that I think it was Adren, could do absolutely nothing at that point. He was segregated. It meant his teammates who were set up to defend towards the window and the door have to change their attention. Adren can't do anything. He can't push that smoke. His teammates already start dropping at the time he can make it through. He gets 1 kill, but at that point it's a 2 versus 1. And then the full defuse comes in, as you saw. And by the time he even maybe gets that first kill, the bomb was already defused. And with the bomb planted, like we said, it won't be a double eco now. And Hobbit's purchased an AK-47. That's definitely what we'd call that tactical purchase, very popular in the CIS region. So Hobbit, the star player of the squad, he'll be wielding the AK armor. He's got 1 flashbang as well. His teammates full eco. The objective here is to maybe have a snowball effect. If he can get like a nice long spawn, for example, get that first pick, and then they get another rifle from it, and they get a plant down. They've got 2 rifles. They can potentially win the round. At least cause some damage. We'll see what happens here. Round number 10. Hobbit does have an okay spawn. It's not ideal for long. And he's not going to take it by the looks of things. Just throwing one flash over and just going to be baiting on his grenades. They head towards middle now.
Chris J with the AWP trying to spot out Catwalk, but a set smoke covers off the wall and will disallow his vision, and therefore they get to the stairs at the corner. Mo with a P250. Look for a drop. I expect the drop out of this. With pistols, you probably want to close distance. They don't go for it, which surprises me because now Oscar's got a shooting gallery. They don't control Sonny on the ramp. They finally get him down, but at this point, too little, too late. Bit of ambition from Oscar to climb up on top of the ledge because he's never got his feet to the ground before. Hobbit had the aim to his head. AK with 2 kills. He's in a 1 versus 3.
It's not impossible to win this, but maybe it is now. Snacks completely destroys him with the timings there. Finds the double orbs once more. He was the secondary AWPer in Virtus Pro. He won't really have that responsibility available to him anymore with Chris J and Oscar. Taking that responsibility absolutely every single time. Here's Oscar, like you said, shooting gallery for sure. One shot, reposition, make them play themselves. They're all coming at you with no utility. There was one AK there. It wasn't the worst purchase in the world. He gets 2 kills, but no plan. They were buying up again here. It's 9-1. Galil's, well, 1 Galil, 1 CZ, and 3 AK. So another long spawn will come through. And there'll be challenges time. Good incendiary from Snacks, but he is going to find himself with bullets flying all around him, using the flashbangs once again. It's really scrappy and chaotic, but Mur finds the first and the second and makes it a 5 versus 3. Well played by the T side there, using that long spawn efficiently, smoking the corner, flashing out. Snacks wanted to challenge that. He's really feeling it today, but unfortunately caught up in the web of chaos there. And now it's up to Mousesports to try and recover.
Snacks and Sonny going down. 2 very prominent A players, as we've seen throughout, and it'll slow the pace. Gambit will take advantage of that by rotating back around through their own spawn, and with Doja in the tunnels already, they'll head that direction. Inside of B, currently no one, but it will be Chris J. I say that as he gets inside of the window, so both ops still up. He's not convinced. He's still worried about middle. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. Didn't even know they were back in B, and he thought, oh, I'll slow them down. Nope, too late. Already inside of the site. Mo and Adren with kills. Just Rops and looking 9-2, the likely scenario.
I think you might be absolutely right there. Rob's in the 5 versus 1. He's in CT spawn right now. He knows if he can just find 2 kills, he doesn't necessarily have to save. They've got plenty of cash on the CT side. I say that, it's actually been whistled down quite low, you know, because Sonny's got 1,400. Oscar with 1,000 as well. They've been buying double orb setup, so that's cost them quite a lot. They've got 9k on Crystal, 7 on Rops, so they can still get a buyout. I don't think it will be a double orb, though. So 9-2, Gambit with the long spawn, taking advantage there. Snacks couldn't do anything against the double spray downs. Mur managed to negate the flashbangs, get towards the pit. That's always the objective, even if you have all the smokes and utility around you. Try and get towards that pit. At that point, you can recover. As Mo looks for the mid-cross. Not going to find any damage, though, at all. Hasn't really been a talking point of this game so far. Round 12, coming to the bookend now of the first half. Gambit do find a convincing round there with the long spawn, but can they capitalize upon it? Chris J can't hit the shot so far, but you feel like he's going to get the second one, but surely done for now. But Hobbit fumbles the jump somewhat, and that's going to be 2 clean kills for Chris J.
Yeah, I said ooh, because I saw Hobbit get to that box when he missed the first shot. I thought Chris, no way he gets out of that with both kills, but somehow proves us wrong. Mousesports now with a 2-man advantage, having only conceded 2 rounds. This round 12. I paused to let you do the math, Henry. 9-2 therefore the scores. Adren works up the stairs. Smoke down at the box. They'll take time once again to reset, reposition, and ready themselves for the ensuing battle, which will be composed against Oscar on the ramp with an AWP and Snacks below.
That smoke's done absolutely nothing for him.
Yeah, no.
I think does he think he's playing the old version of Dust 2? He could throw it through the little gap there.
Yeah, it used to
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
It's a flat box, isn't it? There used to be a gap you could throw it between, but that's not there anymore.
Yeah, because it's a box versus the Cinders.
Yeah.
The Cinders used to have a very, very specific
The
gap. They
muscle
do
memory,
readdress it. It's true, muscle memory could be a factor, but Mo's got the shot on Oscar, so the deep smoke works out for them. Snacks now backing off, has to be aware that they've gone above. He'll hear the bomb plant, or at least the attempted bomb plant, and it baits him out. Mo was ready for it. This could still turn, but Sonny controls long. Bomb down, and Chris J finding Mo. Rops onto Adren. That's pretty concise and quick on the retake. Any shot went the other direction. It might be a different outcome in the round, whether Sonny goes down at long or the op lands down towards CT. 9-3, or rather, excuse me, take that back. 10-2. As I get them mixed up. It's a defuse, not a detonation.
It is. Quite a clean one as well. Chris J, fantastic round from him. Holds up E bomb site. repositioning that AWP on towards the platform this time. Missed the first shot, but certainly made up for it with the follow-up. Hobbit, I would say, should have got that one considering his staff player moniker, but overall it will be a clean finish from Mousesports there. 3 players survived, 10-2. Another forced buy from Gambit. They do have the AWP though, but one of the players, Dosia on a Khalil, the Hobbit on the CZ. There it is. Finally, it comes in. Oscar challenging towards mid doors. Didn't anticipate the AWP perhaps there, considering the financial implications of the way the rounds have gone. Chris J drops an incendiary and then pushes the tunnels here. Now this is a bold play because now he has to rescope, try and find the kill, but makes up for it. What a fantastic shot that was.
Yeah, certainly trying to mislead them in the fact that he wasn't going to be pushing. Gave his position up and then couldn't fall back. Sticks to it. Makes do. Adren gets one, traded back by Sunny. Therefore, the advantage still firmly in the hands of Mousesports. That confirmed as Chris takes the shot on a Mouse, but Doji pulls it level once more. Elevator, the position in which he finds Rops, but no smoke high, and Sunny's able to swing back. Mir, the only one left. Both players on Mousesports with 2 kills so far in this round. Sunny will find the third first at 11-2.
11-2. Round 14. Gambit there. That should be the end of their force buys. $2,000 per player. CZ's coming out. Is this the force buy again? I believe it is. Everyone going all in. They kind of need these last 2 rounds at this point. It could be another very unexciting finish here. Double orbs, 3 M4s, and we're going to see pistols just on the T set there. They have got 4 smokes and flashbangs to go for a B rush by the looks of things. And all else fails, and Robs is ready for them. He could be on for an ace here. 3 kills, all headshots so far. Finds another pistol, and that will send them packing back down towards B. They go. Sunny with the first kill there. Mo left in the 5 versus 1. That was the force buy, remember. And in terms of lost bonus, only have 3rd stage for the last round. If Mo can save them 4, that'd be probably the best case scenario at this point. So there we go. Rob's now looking to finish things off. Probably will do so. And there we go. Finds the final frag there. 4 kills for Robs. Denies the B-rush completely. As we get to round number 15.
Yeah, best case scenario or worst case Ontario, Henry.
Yes.
They've got no money left.
There we go. Reminiscent of the Stewie 2K spray down.
I was thinking the same thing when it happened. I was like, it's not really the same, but close enough. That was remarkable. That was like...
Close out a game in Brazil. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. The way it happened too, body blocking them while he was blind and killing
6K.
himself. Yeah, unbelievable.
Final round. I was about to say 4 kills for Adren, Dosia, and Mir. 12 between them. That really is not ideal. Dust 2 has not been forgiving. So we'll be Oscar now, who will be patrolling the long doors. Only got scouts and a UMP really up against him. There are a few deagles, but this should be 13-2 and presumably a quick finish here. Mousesports, no strangers to the particular map. It doesn't seem like getting snacks involved was a problem at all. As now it will be the B split. You can see 2 players towards the mid doors. The bombs there as well. 3 in towards the tunnel. They drop smokes towards CT, and Chris J knows better. He'll just be falling back towards the door. He doesn't need to be out there fighting. He can just get 1 kill and fall back to those doors. And Robs looks quite comfortable as well. Chris J blind, but gets the first. His teammate does go down, but Rob's there to pick up the pieces. So absolutely fine by the looks of things. Should be 13-2 at this point, unless it all goes wrong. Robs, though, calmly taps, but can't find the killing blow. Might be a chance here for Gambit after all.
AWP as well to work with, but Mir can't quite get there. Smoke, in fact, is going to allow the entry. Snacks through the window. Overcommitting. Dosia. Careful, man. That's your teammate. Does find the kill. He'll find the weapon. But Oscar finds him as well, and Sunny was able to walk in the back lines from the tunnels. 13-2 indeed, and you're right. Bringing in Snacks, if anything, actually kind of helped him because he's been very clever toward Catwalk. But they are no stranger to this map. Chris J's loved it throughout. Oscar's got so much range in the AWP in a map like this, and Sunny's playing excellent. Dust 2, I think, is a map you're going to see Mousesports become one of the first teams to really own. We talked about their Mirage, how it was arguably best in the world for a bit of time, or at least up there. Dust 2 is another one that in this map pool with this team can be very promising.
I think so. That double orb setup is deadly. Oscar seems very well versed on Dust 2. Chris J, no stranger to it either. We're getting to the second half here. Gambit look like they're in a lot of trouble here. Very similar scenes to what we discussed on the NIP Cloud9 game. They don't win this pistol, it is pretty much GG at that point. Lifelines not really available to them. You can see the odds coming in from Bedway there. Very one-sided, as expected. Mousesports are the favourites going into this one at 13-2. It's almost a lock in here. Maybe you go for the straight-up B rush. You can have 4 players heading in towards B, and Oscar holding towards the top of middle to catch any transitioning players. And Snacks will lead the way. Hobbit doesn't find the instant execution, suggests he has to fall back and reload, but there's Mer. He'll get one with a bomb to be planted now. Will Hobbit even try and deny that? I doubt it.
He'll wait rather and be efficient on his retake. Mer won't be. He gets aggressive and found at the tunnels by Rops, who is ready for the swing. Hobbit's hoping at this point they can find the next kill. He's still not entered. Snacks is going to get aggressive, well aware of the fact that they will go through the window at some point as well. Using the door now for cover, quite clever. But Hobbit and Adren combine and then go in on their own with Doja, and everyone's dead suddenly in the favor of Gambit.
Well, there we go. Decent retake there. B-Rush comes through, and Hobbit was the one struggling at the window there, but he holds him off, stays alive. And then Oscar found patrolling towards middle. Quick kill on him. That was the obvious call. They need to get in towards the B-bomb side at that point. Decent retake comes through. Bomb planted, though, so not out of the woods just yet. Presumably full eco from Mousesports here. AK's in the third. I'd prefer to see a few rifles here from Gambit. They've got 2 and a scout, so that's fine. MP9 for Hobbits and Mir with the UMP. PT-50s available only for Mousesports here. Objective, get that bomb down. You might focus towards short to try and get the plan down towards that area. Let's see if that comes in. No nades towards short. That's what, towards long, sorry. That's what they're waiting for. A couple of flashbangs to go over, and they'll just try and bully their way up towards long, I guess. And it's just Dosia. But he's got the silenced M4. Pretty much the perfect weapon for this sort of play.
Nade. Dosia and nades. Oh, getting overrun though, isn't he? Good thing that Adren gets in position when he does. Mo also shooting through from CT spawn, not to be confused as to where that came from, and they will shut them down despite that they were getting ever closer to Doja on the site. Doja, in fact, doesn't even get a kill in it, gets a few assists, but his teammates come to the aid, and now it's 13-4 in favor of Gambit. Early buy based on the bomb plant from Mousesports.
Round 18.
Beneficial as well because Mo's still on the scout, and therefore Hobbit's got the MP9, so this AK-47 buy could catch them off.
Yeah, that's why when the bomb goes down there, like in the MP9 now, when he's this far down, I think, oh, let's just try and prepare for that rifle round. But still very possible from the CTs as Sunny looks for anyone crossing over towards lower. Mo will need the top. That might connect. It does indeed. Snacks is down to 79, but Adren caught jumping there as he threw the grenade. Did a bit of damage, and so does Mo, but needs to find killing blows right now. Finds 2 frags in total, but still a 3 versus 2 now. Snacks and Oscar tagged up, so still a chance here for Gambit of fighting one of that.
Bomb down inside of the doorway, however. And Hobbit, is it in the door? I think it's in between, but Hobbit can certainly spot that, smokes it off, wants to buy more time. Despite that it's a 3 versus 2 in favor of Mousesports, it's the HP that's a factor with Snacks and Oscar, more so because they have to retrieve the bomb. As Doja pushes out behind them, they're not quite focused on the bomb as of yet, but Sunny down. Now the favor certainly slides with Gambit, and Hobbit pushing through, catching them off perfectly. Oscar knows where they are, though, and Oscar's going to pull it back. Both Doja and Hobbit go down 14-4.
He's also a fantastic rifler, if you weren't aware. Not a one-trick pony by any stretch of the imagination. Oscar in the 2 versus 1. You could see the aim, the awareness, and good communication coming from Mousesports there in the 2 versus 1. Nails the first, knowing that his teammate went down there, and then his secondary teammate went down towards the mid-door. So used that information, capitalizes upon it. 14-4 as Mousesports inch closer to victory here in the best of 1. Chris J back on the scout. Very good player with that particular weapon. Still a decent buy for Gambit, all things considered. Got 4 rifles here and 1 player on the CZ, but they are severely limited in terms of utility. No kits. Aiming for firepower here as they stack up towards middle with a couple of the rifles. Another player starting to smoke. Indeed it is. It's Mir as he gets 1. His teammates there for the second. They could actually have a chance in this one now. As they take the man advantage, it's going to be Snacks tagged up. And Dosia with the long flank. You see Mousesports not anticipating that whatsoever. 4 versus 2 now. Robson, Chris J trying to recover the best they can.
Oscar getting the round back in their favor, puts them ever close to the finish, but there's still guns for Gambit, and so far so good in holding off the attack. A minute to work with. Chris J starts to swing back toward long bomb in his hands. No one to greet him, which means he can take long control. Pushing onto Catwalk. It confirms information. They don't know what's in the B tunnels, but it also means they've got to get back so too at the time that they arrive, and Mo therefore needs to cover the cross. Spots 1. Controlled fire. Controlled indeed. Adren's able to swing back up. They go 5 rounds now after just the one from Mousesports. That'll buy them a bit of time as well.
It will. Mousesports don't have to force buy or anything like that. They can just eco until they feel comfortable to bring out enough weaponry to close this one out. But still, Gambit now will have a bit of breathing room. They won't be conceding match point. Oh, maybe, hold on, what's going on here? Sunny has fully purchased into the round. This is not a good call, in my opinion. It's going to see Robs and Sunny pretty much spending all their cash. Sunny, Christian, and Robs now with the scout purchased. They would have had $1,900 on top of their 2K next round, which is enough for AK armor, smoke, but I guess they wanted to try and go for it here. Oscar will keep his money stronger. Snack saves about $1,000 bucks. But you can see this one not looking too promising, so a chance for Gambit in terms of the finances.
Flashback out over the doorway is Adren. Wants more, but it's Chris to get Mo off camera. We didn't quite catch it. 2 kills with that scout. Adren's going to have to hold and swing, but again, the smoke down won't allow him to see much. It's all focused onto the A site, and that means Doja has to rise to the occasion. Bomb goes down. Good swing. Finds Oscar. And just the pistol for Rops. He's now picked up a scout at least to work with, but Doja certainly did rise indeed. It's 14-6.
14-6. It was Christian, the scout, that finds him a couple of kills, but I guess that buy really wasn't required at all. They could have had AKs at this point. Like, Oscar now has $4,000. He all could have had that and had 5 AKs out and closed this before Gambit had a chance to really get into the game financially. I'm not sure what they're playing at that one, but there we go. Still absolutely fine overall, I guess. I'll take an eco here. Christian gets some armor, so I'll be seeing the double orb set up anytime soon. And they'll wait for the nades along. Once they go through and they waited out the incendiary, they'll try and take long with those 2 flashbangs they've got.
Doja just waiting behind the smoke dumpster position. It's a difficult one, but he's actually going to get aggressive. He's caught by the flash, but so are they, and they trip over each other. It gives Doja effectively 4 kills. 3 plus Oscar to kill off a teammate, adding to the assist that Doja's damage dealt. It's Snacks left, and he's downed by Adren, so the ace was not possible due to the team kill, but either way, I would have called it one if he'd gotten the last. 14-7. They continue to close the distance, but now we get guns back out for Mousesports.
He couldn't have been more blind at that one, but luckily it's the tightest choke point on the map. As he just holds down Mouse 1, hopes for the best, and does find 3 kills. And obviously inflicts the team kill coming in as well. It's not a huge deal in CSGO. It used to be more detrimental in other games.
Yes. Other iterations, you should say, yeah.
Yes, indeed. It's Counter-Strike 1.6 and Store. She lost, I think it was $1,500 for a team kill. That's Sunny waiting for the flame to touch him. Might be lucky, but didn't want to risk it. As they will get a bit of long control here, but Adren's still fighting 2 for nails. Sunny will take him down. Dosia gets the same treatment, 5 on 3, and they spotted the play go towards Carl. Maybe not, though. They were fully blind when he went over, so I don't think they're necessarily aware, but now they certainly are. Mo rotates in. Smoke down. Mo can't get anything done. Robs just completely clotheslines him as he swings out, and now Mer, it looks like they know exactly where he is. This is the Mousesports round all day long. Hobbit, not really much left to do. 15-7. What a great play from Robs.
Yeah, that was very convincing. So map point achieved for Mousesports on this, our second best of one of the day. If you didn't join us earlier, Cloud9 obliterated NIP as well.
It did.
On Inferno.
16-3.
Yep. Which this one, to be fair, could have gone if not for the pistol in the second half. And I say that, they also did get gun rounds on top of that as well, don't get me wrong, but it had the potential. But here we go. Molotov to slow any potential rushes toward B, and Oscar certainly was heading that direction, but he'll post with the AWP instead. That Adren, 2 kills, long, I'm assuming. We didn't quite catch it either way. As Rops to pull it back and bombs at B. I take that back, bombs at middle. Bombs at middle, oh, good play. We didn't see it, but Snacks just turned around and killed off a player who was flanking to therefore keep the bomb in the equation. Hobbit held off B site, however, and that means Snacks is now left in a 1 versus 3. He'll swing back out with the AK-47 to try and find Mo, but that's not going to happen. And it's only 1 round for Mousesports before an immediate reset comes back in from Gambit, but 1 round further is all they need.
Oof.
Here's the Adren kill. So it was middle they walked out. My mistake. I thought that was out toward long. Haven't seen a mid-split all game, really.
Not a classic one, no. We'll see whether this double orb setup will keep Gambit in the game. It's the scouter Chris J, though. He loves this weapon. When he Snipers can get on board with it, but he certainly can. It's going to be Snacks using the long spawn very effectively through the smoke. Takes down Mo. He's looking for a bit more as well, though. What is this game from Snacks he's having so now? This could be 3 kills for him. Absolutely beautiful way to close things out. That's going to be the 5 versus 2. Should be the end. Good smokes to cross over as well. Merc can do nothing about that. Bomb's going to be planted, and Sunny might take him down before he has a chance to be part of this. Oscar, great flank. That's going to be a guaranteed kill. Knows the last one is as well. Fantastic stuff there from Snacks. What a game he's had, Matt. A resurgence of sorts as he manages to have a really beautiful first half as well.
That was a classic first half by Snacks with the flashes and